Hey guys, and welcome back to video 27 of the e-commerce app playlist. In this video we're gonna finish the cart fragment. We will show the products in the recycler view. So let's get started. Go to the cart fragment. And in here let's create a binding instance for this fragment. And we also want adapter for the cart recycler view. I would like initialize this by lazy, and here we create the object. Okay, we also want the view model, so let's get that. But this time we want to use the activity view models because we are sharing the cart view model with our activity. We get it from there. And if I open the main activity now, you can see that we got it in here. So we want to make sure to get the same object that we get in the main activity. If we use the view models way, you will get a new object. And if you get a new object, you will trigger the get products function twice. We don't want that. We only want to trigger it once, so we can get the view model that we got it previously, and we can collect the same state. So here we can say activity view models, and we want to get the cart view model. Now inside the onCreate view, we're gonna initialize binding. We've done that so many times in this playlist. And inside the onView created, now we want to set up our recycler view. So let's do that. Create a function for that. In here we can say binding.apply or binding.rv cart.apply layout manager. This is a linear layout but a vertical one. So we can pass the context and we can pass the orientation and pass false for the last attribute. Now we also want to add the adapter. And that's it for this function. Now we want to collect the state of the cart products. So we want a coroutine scope. We can use lifecycle scope, and we can launch this when the fragment is started. Then we can collect our state, which is the cart products dot collect latest. Here we get our resource instance, and we can say when it resource dot success. And we have resource dot loading. I will put that first. Then we have as resource dot error and else do nothing. Now inside the resource dot loading, we want to show the progress bar. So let's do that. Binding dot progress bar cart dot visibility equals to view.visible. Inside the success state, we wanna add the products into the recycler view adapter. But first, we also wanna hide the progress bar. So we'll just type gone or make it invisible because we want its space to stay in the screen. Now in here, we actually have two cases. If the products are empty, we wanna hide everything and show the empty box. So let's do that. If in here we can say if it.data dot is empty, we can create a new function and call this show empty cart. Create that. Let me open curly brackets for this, and else. In this case, we want to hide the empty cart if it was shown previously. And then we want to add the products into the adapter. So the differ.submit list, and we submit the data. Now inside the error state, we also want to hide the progress bar, and we also can make a toast. And as I told you previously, this will be triggered again if we rotate the screen. So if you want to do better handling, you can create shared flow and just collect that charge flow whenever you want to show the toast. In here we can just show an error, so we can say it.message, and now let me just comment this and run the app, so we don't need to get crashed because of this to do functions. Let's run the app and see if we can see the products. And as you can see, we got the products in here. Now inside the setup cart recycle view, let's actually add a new thing. Let's say add item decoration, and here we're gonna pass the class that we have created in the previous video. We can say vertical item decoration, and that's it. Now if we launch the app again, you're gonna see some space between these items. Let's go here, and as you can see, there's some extra spaces between the items, and that's why we created this class. Now in hide empty cart function, we are going to do that. So binding to apply, so layout cart empty, there's a typo in that, let me fix it. Just right click, refactor, and name this cart. Add the T in here, click on OK, and in here we can say visibility equals to view dot gone, and inside show empty cart we can do the same but make it visible. Now we also in here we need to create two more functions actually. The first one, when we have empty data, so we want to hide the other views like the recycle view and this price container. So let's do that, hide other views, and here we want to show other views. Here we can say binding dot apply. In show other views, we want to show the rv card dot visibility equals to view dot visible, and we also want to hide this price container. Total box container dot visibility equals to view dot visible, and we want to show the checkout button. So can duplicate this actually and change the ID here to button checkout. Gonna copy everything in here, paste in here, but we change this to gone. Now to make sure that this works, let's launch the app and open Firebase, then go to Firestore, and we are logged in this account, I think, yes, this one. Now look what's gonna happen. I'm gonna delete this collection, and we should directly reflect that in our recycle view and show the empty box. So I'm gonna just split this like this, and I'm gonna click here, delete, or actually here, delete collection, and I'm gonna pass this collection. Click on delete. As you can see, that's cool. We got your shopping cart is empty. We reflected that because we have that callback. Now if we add products into our cart, we should see them again. So add it here. As you can see, everything works as expected. Now we also want to change the price. We want to calculate that. We will do that inside the view model. So let's go there. And in here we can do it by the following. Because our price depends on this flow, we want to update the price only when we get products. So it depends on this flow. We can do it like that. We can say val products price equals to cart products. So we will map this into a float. So we can say when it is resource.success, then we can call this function. This is a private function. We can send the data. Create that, and this will return a float. Else, or like that, else we return null. That means that we are still in the loading case or the error case. Okay, so in here how we can calculate the price? Well, we're gonna need the help of the function, of the extension function that we created, get product price, and we call that by the offer percentage. I'm gonna return data.sum by double. Well, there's another function called sum of, but this won't work with our data object because it receives a generic. So we're gonna use a deprecated function called sum by double. In here we get our cart product. So now we can say we can get the offer percentage and use get product price function that we have created. So cart product.product.offer percentage. Here we can call get product price. We can send the price, which is cart product.product.price. Well, this is gonna calculate the price for quantity of one. So we wanna multiply that by the quantity of that specific product. So we can say cart product.product. No, we can say quantity like that directly. Now, because the sum by double requires us to return a double, we need to cast this to double, and then we can again take it into a float. Now, if we go to the cart fragment, in here we can just collect that. So we can say live cycle scope.launch when started, and here we can say view model.products price dot collect latest. Here we get the price. Now, if the price is not null, then we wanna update our text view. And here we can actually put the price. Let's test that. Launch the app, check if we can get the total price of these products. Okay, go here. Okay, we got it, which is actually correct. So 94.5 plus 60 gives us 154.5. Now let's implement the click on the product. Whenever we want to click on a product, we want to navigate to the product details fragment. In here we can say adapter, our cart adapter, dot on product click equals, and here we can say find nav controller dot navigate. But before that, we need to create a bundle for our cart product, which is parsable. You can say b equals bundle, and we need to put a parsable extra inside that. The key is a product, and we're gonna pass it dot product. Now we want to navigate from the cart fragment to the details fragment. So r.id.cart or action cart to product details, and we can send b. Okay, we have issue here. This syntax, this is the wrong syntax. We can put it inside apply block, do it like that. Now this will work. Let's launch the app again and click here. As you can see, we navigated to the details fragment. Now what's missing is the increase and decrease functionalities. Let's add that. So in here we can say cart adapter dot plus click, and in here we can call view model dot change quality. We can send the cart product, and we can send Firebase common quantity changing, and we want to increase. Copy this for the minus click, and we want this decrease. Now this should work. Let's launch the app. Go here. Okay, as you can see, we are able to increase the quantity, but we don't show the progress bar. You can go to the change quality function, and in here, inside the when block, we're gonna just paste this code in here and in here. Now let's launch the app. Hopefully everything works. Go to the cart, increase the product. Okay, it was increased. Let's try with this one. This one is work as well, and you can see the price is increasing as well. Now let's go and try to add another product. This one, for example. Go here, try to increase it. This also works perfectly. Okay, now one thing is, as you can see, if I click on the minus button here, the quantity here will become 0. We want to handle that. We can handle that inside the change quantity function. So we can say if cart product dot quantity equals 1, or we better do that inside here, inside the decrease case. So if the cart product quantity is 1, then we can actually return. But in our case, we said that we want to show a dialog to delete that product. But before this return, let's actually go up and create a shared flow. Now, this shared flow will be used to show a dialog to the user if he wants to delete the product. So we can say private val delete mutable shared flow. By the way, excuse me if you can hear some noises in my background. Just people around, can't do anything about it. So here, mutable shared flow. And this, actually, we can send the unit, like we don't want to send anything actually. And this won't take any initial values because it's a shared flow. We can duplicate this, make it public, and get that as immutable one as a shared flow. Okay, now let's go down, delete dialog.emit, and we can send nothing. We don't want to send anything. But let me just put this inside a coroutine scope, and now inside the fragment. In here we want to collect that, so we can say lifecycle scope dot launch when started, and here I can say view model dot delete dialog dot collect latest. In here we want to show a dialog. Now the dialog that I show in my original app has an XML code, but the one I'm gonna show here is just an alert dialog builder. Now in here we can just build our alert dialog. So we can say val alert dialog equals to alert dialog dot builder. So the context is a required context, do apply, and here we can set title. We can say delete item from cart, set message, do you want to delete this item from your cart, and then we can set negative button. Here we can say cancel, and for the listener, the dialog and something that we're not interested in. So we can say dialog.dismiss. Same thing for our positive button, yes, or anything you want. And for our listener, get the dialog in here and other value. So here we're gonna call the delete function from our view model. We have not created that yet. So let's do that. Let's in here function delete cart product. Create that, we'll implement it later. Let's call that. And then we want to close our dialog. After that, we can build our dialog, or we can create it, then we can show it. Now let's launch the app to see that. Let's first increase this, then try to decrease it one more time. Now as you can see, we got this dialog, delete item from cart. Do you want to delete this item from your cart? Can click on yes, then we call this function. Let's implement this function. In here we actually need to send the cart product. I think we actually need to change something. Let's go to the cart view model. In here we want to send where it is here. So let me just format this a little bit. The shared flow, in here we actually need to send our cart product. That was my mistake. So we want to change it in here. We want to send the cart product, and here we get it. We want to send it to our function. So here we can send it. We can add that into our cart, into our function delete product here. So we got it in here. Now we can actually use Firestore dot collection. We want to access our user collection. Then we want to access the user document by his UID. Then we want to access the cart. After that, we want to access the document that want to get deleted. So how we get that? We did it down. We did it in here. This. So we can copy this. So we can get the index of that product, then we can get the document ID, copy that line to paste it in here. We have an issue here because our list is down here, probably, yes. So I'm gonna cut it and put it above this function in here. Okay, index might be null. We need to check. Yeah, we need to create the same if statement we've done here. This one. So make that. Grab everything inside this. And then we can pass the document ID. And we can call delete on that. That's it. Let's launch the app. Let's go here. Decrease this. Click on yes. Okay, got deleted successfully. Let's reduce the price. Delete this one too. And the price also changed. I just wanted to check that. Okay, now I added some more products in here. I cut the video and added some more products to also check the scrolling of the recycle view, and turns out like everything works perfectly. Okay guys, so that was everything for this video. We finally finished this fragment. We finished everything in this fragment. If you want to receive more Android content about this playlist and other upcoming playlists on this channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram page. The link is in the description. You can also take a look on this repository of this project, and you can find the link in this video's description. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Catch you in the next video.